I tried putting everything I know onto one sheet of paper, and this is what I came up with.
Welcome to the Resilient Rainer, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence.
As a mental coach, I have a lot of stuff floating around in my brain. I know that for folks new to this stuff, new to training their brain, consciously building their confidence, building their resilience, their focus, it can really feel like drinking from a fire hose. I remember I did a free training and I was surprised that some of the feedback I got was that the material was too advanced. So I had an idea. I had a crazy idea, and I thought, I want to take everything I know and see if I can put it into a one-page cheat sheet for you, my lovely Resilient Rainer community, just to try and make it simple and to get an overview for you. So did it work? Did I manage to put decades of my experience and self-work and coaching? So I put it all into one single sheet? Not quite. I'd be lying to you if I said I did. I mean, it's not quite really possible to put it all on one sheet, but I did the best I could. So the next best thing I could do was I put together a free, just as honestly as my gift to you. I am so grateful to each and every one of you who choose to hang out here with me, who choose to work on your mindset to level up your riding, because training the one muscle that controls it all, training your brain, is the biggest leverage, the biggest lever you can pull to improve yourself as a rider. So I'm so grateful that out of everything that you could have possibly chosen to do, that you are here doing this work and you are here with me. So it's just my gift to you. I put together a free $1 million world champion confidence blueprint for Western riders. And so I've put in there proven tactics, how to identify and demolish the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back from riding with supreme confidence. The secret to positioning yourself as an unstoppable force, channeling the mindset of a world champion every time you enter the arena. I am sharing insider tips on crafting an unshakable self-belief that becomes your competitive edge, making success inevitable. Effective mental strategies to showcase your unique talents and make your capabilities shine brighter than whatever your favorite belt buckle is, and techniques for building long-lasting championship-level confidence that propels you to new heights ride after ride, show after show. So again, this is literally just a free gift I put together for you. This is the what of what I teach in my coaching. I do a very limited one-on-one coaching in my programs. This is what I'm teaching you. And so I wanted to just share this overview of what are the things that we're doing, all right? Because this work matters a lot. And if you want, I'll put a link in the show notes and you can just click on it. And if you enter your name and email, I'll just email it to you so that you have it. If you're already a subscriber of the Resilient Rainer newsletter, I've already emailed this out to you for free as my gift to you. If you're not, just pop your name and email in the form so that I can email this to you literally just as a gift, because I appreciate you and I am filled with so much gratitude that I get to do this. I think it's freaking amazing. So I think you in specific, you need to invest in your $1 million mindset today. Can you imagine having the poise, the focus, just that like steel forged self-assurance of a world champion rider? This priceless blueprint that I put together for you contains all the proven mind hacks and psychological tactics for you to silence your inner critic, to master mental toughness, to thrive under pressure, get laser focused presence to execute your runs flawlessly, unstoppable resilience to bounce back whatever the setback. And we all know we're dealing with horses here. So many setbacks. All right. So don't let your mindset sabotage your dreams any longer. I'm so passionate about this. With all of these cutting edge strategies, you can elevate your mental game to truly embody that quiet confidence of $1 million world champion. Stop settling for less. It's time to claim the champion's mindset that you deserve. So, like I said, this is literally just a free gift that I've put together for you as a thank you. And you might think, oh my gosh, Nicole, are you going to share this in the podcast? And you know what? If you're listening, absolutely, I'm going to share this with you. Like I said, I'm serious that if you're not on the email list, drop your name and email in the form in the show notes, and I will personally just email this over to you so that you have it for reference, because this matters a lot. But of course, I'm going to share it with you guys. You're my podcast bestie. This is what we do, right? All right. So in this blueprint here, I'm sharing the same mindset strategies, the same techniques that I've used to help so many riders unlock their true potential and ride with the poise and self-assurance of $1 million champion. So let's talk about the foundation. The first part of your blueprint here is the foundation here. And I like to start with reframing failure, because this is so foundational. Failure is not the opposite of success. This is such a common misconception, and so many people fall prey to this. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Reframe failure as opportunity to learn and grow, because every mistake, in quotes, is just a chance to get valuable feedback and adjust your approach. And I think I probably mentioned something about this in literally every coaching call that I have, because it comes up for literally every rider at every level. And it doesn't matter if they're a pro, it doesn't matter if they're a rookie. This comes up pretty much in literally every coaching call. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was anyone where this hasn't come up. And I mean, in some form or another, yeah, this comes up for everybody. So this is such a big one. And it has so many ripple effects. For example, like when you do this, it helps you release so much shame and release so much guilt. And those are emotions that are going to keep you stuck and stop you from making progress. Okay. Second part of the foundation, silencing your inner critic. I know that you are aware of that nagging voice of self-doubt in the back of your head, and that can be your biggest obstacle. And this is such a huge part of Resilient Rainer Academy, and just dealing with your inner critic, dealing with your self-talk, and learning how to recognize and silence your inner critic and replacing the negative self-talk with positive affirmations and focusing on what you can control. And again, this is such a big part and a focus of Resilient Rainer Academy, is dealing with your inner critic and your inner self-talk, because it's so foundational. Another part of your foundation is cultivating a growth mindset. True champions understand that their abilities are not fixed. They can be developed through dedication and through hard work. All right. It's so funny that in the Western world, we can be almost obsessed with hard work and train horses through, they just need some wet saddle blankets, right? And they just need some time. And yet we can be so foolishly blind to how that applies to our own abilities and our own mindset. So a growth mindset is key. You have to believe that you have potential and that your abilities are not fixed. So embrace your challenges as opportunities to stretch your skills and expand your capabilities. So these three things can reframe failure, silence your inner critic, and cultivate a growth mindset. This is your foundation. And from there, we get into building unshakable confidence. This is something that is so misunderstood in the Western community. We think of confidence as arrogance, and we think of it as, not that desirable. But when you're used to bullying yourself, yeah, confidence is probably going to feel like arrogance. But confidence is a tool. It's a tool to get you where you want to go faster and more easily. And you'll probably have more fun along the way. So how do you get there? These are things like visualizing success. And this is absolutely a tool utilized by elite athletes. They use visualization to mentally rehearse the ideal performance, all right? Leverage past successes. Reflect on all your past achievements. It doesn't matter how small. You got to use those as fuel for your confidence, all right? Embrace positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself, it matters. Replace your limiting beliefs with empowering self-talk to reinforce your capabilities and worth as a writer. And these last three, visualize success, leverage past successes, and embrace positive self-talk, I have seen firsthand just how transformational this is. And so in Resilient Rainer Academy, I get into all three of these. And how do you do it? Literally, I will just say, here's your exercise step by step. Here's what you've got to do. Here's how to do this most effectively. Here's how we can do this as writers, because I want to give you not just the blueprint. I want to give you like the step-by-step instructions, the Lego manual of how to do this so that you can take this tool and ride with confidence. And literally, I've gotten feedback of, visualization has changed my life. And it's amazing seeing what this can do for writers, hearing the feedback of like when you do visualization and you're practicing your rundown in your mind and you're like, oh my gosh, my heart is pounding. You're like, well, no wonder. You're doing it right. You're doing it great. And being able to practice managing yourself, managing your emotions and your focus, being able to leverage these tools is incredible. But like I said, I literally get in the weeds of the details of the how-to of that in Resilient Rainer Academy. Okay. And then from there, because this blueprint is not over for your world champion confidence blueprint. After confidence, and it's interesting seeing this from the perspective of a mental coach and trying to figure out how to coach people through things and how to build up their mindset and bring out their potential. Because usually the problem is not, okay, put your leg on, ask for the lope, do this, do that. No, the problem is their mind won't shut up and let them do their job. A lot of times I've noticed that confidence really comes first. And I've got a young horse. I've got a 2-year-old right now. And it's fascinating that it's the same thing for horses, right? We talk a lot about with young horses, like you got to build up their confidence. You got to make them feel good about themselves. Like, you're the best horse in the world. And, oh, you did that so good. And you just give them so much praise of like, oh, yep, release the pressure. They're trying to get the right idea. And you're really trying to give them positive experiences and build up their confidence. And from there, we dial it in. But oftentimes we are not so kind with ourselves. Are you as kind with yourself as you are to your horse? I really encourage you to consider that. But after confidence, basically you have to believe that it's possible. You gotta be like, yes, I can. We gotta get that confidence in there. All right. It's a tool. And then from there, we got to bring in this mental toughness and resilience with some more advanced techniques. This is where we really get into managing anxiety and nerves. Pre-competition jitters are so normal. They're practically universal, but they don't have to derail your performance. So learning techniques, learning deep breathing, positive imagery, mental rehearsal, figuring out the techniques that work best for you to manage anxiety and nerves, that's so important. From there, we really want to develop a resilient mindset. And this is what's going to allow you to bounce back stronger from challenges and maintain your confidence, even in the face of obstacles. And at the top of all of this is to stay present and focused. When the pressure is on, it's so easy to get caught up in your worries about your past and your future. So practicing mindfulness techniques to stay grounded in the present moment is where your true power lies. And so we get into more advanced techniques when we're really dealing with managing anxiety and nerves, resilience, and staying present and focused. And I get more into those advanced techniques inside the mental gym for equestrians, where we can have a little more time and a little more one-on-one to really break through any, limiting beliefs. So throughout all this, I really just want to echo to you that true confidence, it's not about arrogance or bravado. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities, whether you have just learned to lead a horse or you're ready to go compete at the American, but believing in yourself and your abilities with quiet certainty. By mastering the mindset strategies in this blueprint, you'll unlock your mental edge that separates world champions from the rest. So saddle up, get out there, ride with unwavering confidence, and let your skills shine brighter than $1 million buckle. The ride is yours. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to join me in Resilient Rainer Academy, you know where to find me. I'd love to have you and can't wait to talk again soon. And don't forget, drop your name and email in the form in the show notes so I can email this to you directly so you have your own private cheat sheet of everything you need to do, and send this episode to a friend who needs it. Thank you for being here.